I get a fair amount of questions about what my everyday carry setup is and what I use on a day-to-day basis. Since it's been a while since I made one of those videos and I've had some updates and changes to what I normally carry with me, I thought now would be a good time to go over what my current updated everyday carry is. That's what's coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose, your home for information and gear reviews related to camping, survival, and general preparedness for regular folks. My name's Brian. Thanks for joining me. So as I said, I get quite a few questions about everyday carry. That's always seems to be a popular topic. You can't go through your Facebook feed, it seems like, without seeing somebody posting something about everyday carry. So I've had some updates and changes, a couple of pretty significant ones to my everyday carry system, if you want to call it that. So I thought it'd be a good time just to go ahead and make a video and kind of go over that. So we're going to get started with exactly what I carry with me every day right after this word from one of our sponsors. This video is sponsored by my friends at clickbelts.com, where you can save 15% by using the coupon code SOP15 at checkout. ClickBelts feature genuine Cobra buckles, and they are, by the way, the only place I know of that you can get anodized Cobra buckles for the colors. They have a full lifetime warranty, and they are sewn right here in the USA in the great state of Texas. And they have some of the best customer service I've ever seen. They've even got the really cool TSA-friendly poly Cobra buckle now. So if you're looking for a very, very strong, very cool belt, I encourage you to check out the folks at clickbelts.com. Don't forget, use the coupon code SOP15 to save 15%. Okay, we're back. Thanks for sticking around. So I'm going to try to get right to the meat of this without rambling, because I know there's going to be somebody out there that's going to post in the comments, this video starts at so-and-so, such and such a time. Slow down. What is your hurry? Just take it easy. Okay, having said that, a couple things I do want to cover about this. First of all, everything I'm about to show you is pretty much part of my daily, everyday life. If there's any exceptions to that, then I'll let you know. Second of all, every time I do a video like this, somebody always asks in the comments, usually several people, where can I get this item or that item, or where did you find that, or how about a link to that? So here's the deal with that. There will be links to everything that there's a link for in the video description, with a couple of exceptions. Anything to do with firearms is probably not going to be in the video description. If you go to, there'll be a link to my sponsor page on my website. If you go there, you can find your links. YouTube doesn't let me put links to anything, to anybody that sells firearms or firearms accessories, pretty much, in the video description. So just want to cover that. So there will be a link to that sponsor page, though, and they may or may not be sponsors. That's just where I got them all stuck. So there's that. Without further ado, let's get started. First of all, every day I pretty much wear a shirt, and you can see, let me step up on the old stump top where you can see here. I'll just, instead of moving the camera, I usually wear a shirt that's not tucked in because I'm carrying concealed. So there's that. This shirt here happens to be a True Spec, some sort of, they call this uniform shirt. I think this is great for making videos because I can stick my microphone right in here, and I got my little wireless thing. This is a new one for me, and if you've seen many of my videos, you've probably seen me wearing a plaid True Spec camp shirt, which is the best shirt I've ever worn. The only thing I can say about those is I wish they would come out some other colors, because they've got green, gray, and blue, and that's it. And my wife is tired of seeing those, hence why I bought this one. Anyway, so there's that. I got a shirt. I know that's nothing crazy, but people asked me about that, so I thought I would go ahead and cover that. Second of all, let me get around the old table here. I'll sit here where I can see you for a minute. So this is my watch that I usually wear. This is a Casio Solar Sport watch. This is about a 5 or 6 year old model. So the current version is on, you can see it on Amazon or whatever. It's around 35, 36 bucks. What's cool about this is it uses solar. I've not had to change the battery in this thing ever so far. And if I don't wear it for a while, leave it laying somewhere dark, when I pick it up, it's cool. The solar the whole back of the watch face is a solar panel, and you can see the hands, the analog hands, just go. They go around and correct themselves to the right time. So it's pretty cool. I like that. I wanted an analog watch because in a pinch you can use that to kind of tell direction. Use the hands of the watch. But I went ahead and bought a Sunto Clipper compass, watch band compass. This is a nice one. I've done a video on this. It's got a rotatable bezel, and it works pretty well. Now, I know my friend James says this is Trijicon, and his is SOCOM, but this one works pretty well. I've tested it out against some bigger compasses, and it seems to do well. Then on my other wrist, I usually wear this this paracord bracelet that was made for me by my son. gosh, 5 or 6 years ago, and there's no buckle or anything, but my son made it for me, and it gives me a length of paracord, and I like it. So there's that. Let me step back here again now. Okay, so something I think is really important is a good concealed carry belt. This is the Click Belt 2-ply tactical gun belt with the genuine Austrian Cobra buckle on it. And then if I'm think I'm going to have to go to a courthouse or something, I wear their the new Austrian poly Cobra buckle version. And then sometimes, depending upon how I feel, I wear the Core Essentials Trackline belt, which is pretty cool too. These are essentially the only two belts that I wear, the Core Essentials or the Click belt. I like the Core Essentials because the way it works, it's got that little ratchet system in there, but there's no doubt that the Click belt is a stronger buckle as far as genuine strength. I mean, this thing pulled a Bronco, okay? But this one's a little more convenient, so your mileage may vary, but those are the two belts that I wear all the time, one or the other, and quite frankly, like 70–80% of the time, it's a Click belt. So moving on around, I carry an extra magazine in this little Glock, plastic magazine holder. Now, if I'm carrying a different pistol, I use my Hog Holsters extra magazine carrier because I don't have any of these for those other magazines. But this one, I don't know. I guess I'm just used to it. So, and then on the other side, I'm carrying my Glock Gen 5 MOS. Let me just show you that with the Trijicon RMR. And it's a 3.5 dot, by the way, 3.5 MOA dot with the XS big dot suppressor height sights, and it is in my very, very handy, very comfortable, very concealable Hog Holsters inside the waistband holster. So there's that. Then moving on down, I've got the same VanQuest Vault 2.0 RFID blocking wallet that I've been using for over 4.5 years, and I've got my range membership and my USCCA membership in there, and several other things. Let's see. This thing, it rocks and rolls. I like a lightweight front wallet. They've got a new version out here. This thing's around 15, 20 bucks, something like that. Again, rock solid. The other pocket, let's see what I've got here. I've got an Olight i3E. You can see I've had this thing about 4 or 5 years. You can see it's worn out. Just a little twist on light. Very, very small. I have got a Victorinox Classic. I actually bought this at Going Gear years ago. A big mini and a truck key. And then I've got some Apple AirPods, and I'll tell you about those in just a minute. Something else I always have with me is my Rat's tourniquet with a little elastic keeper. This is actually a Click belt keeper on it. Just carry that with me all the time because that's the number one thing you can have really to stop a bleed. And then in the other pocket, I've got my iPhone 8 with the life-proof case on it and a little Night Eyes magnetic truck mount thing on it. So the pants I'm wearing right now are True Spec Ascent pants. I'm usually wearing True Spec pants or some jeans. And then I'm wearing a Glock 43 in a Galco ankle glove holster, and I use the calf support because it just seems to really help me. And as always, I'm wearing wool socks. These are, ooh, there were some white legs. These are darn tough wool socks, guaranteed forever. And I'm usually wearing New Balance sneakers. But wait, there's more. I didn't show you a couple of other things. So you saw the Olight little i3E. This has become my absolute favorite EDC light. I've carried this thing everywhere I go. It is the Surefire Stiletto. I really like this. I got a review coming out about this soon. It's not cheap, but it's very, very, very well made. This thing is absolutely, it's amazing. I didn't know if I was going to like it when I bought it, because I bought it. They didn't send it to me. And it has grown to become possibly my favorite flashlight ever. And just in case 2 lights is not enough, I also carry my Surefire Tactician, and this is a task-specific light. This is just for concealed carry gunfighting, and I put a elastic shot cord on it. And the reason I did that is because I saw that from my friend James. You can put it on your hand like this, and you can have it on your hand, and it stays there, but you can still use your hand. You don't have to worry about holding it. So if you have to be in a gunfight, hopefully I never am, but what's the Boy Scout motto, right? And we got a low flyer there. And then the other thing that you may have noticed I haven't shown you yet is a knife. I got a lot of different knives. I review a lot of knives. I see a lot of knives, but I pretty much got 3 knives that I typically go to all the time so far, at least this year. So if I'm wearing the Ascents or another pair of pants with a pretty wide pocket, a pretty wide knife pocket, like these have a wide knife pocket, I'll carry the Spyderco Manix 2 Maximet. This is my first Spyderco, and this is the one that really made me become a Spyderco fan. This is a super, super nice knife. I really like this a lot, and I carry that one. If I'm carrying wearing jeans, maybe have a smaller pocket or something, I'll carry the I know it's a Benchmade. It's a Benchmade Osborne 940, and this was the most expensive pocket knife I ever bought, and I did buy this one. So I know the whole deal about Benchmade, and I'm really not happy with them at all, but I got the knife and I like the knife, so I use it. And then finally, if I'm going to be working a lot with my hands, some days I do, some days I don't, I usually carry this First Edge auto folder, and this model is not made anymore. This is the one they improved because it got broken. This particular model, that somebody broke a blade on a video, but I'm telling you, I've not broken this thing. I've had it for like four and a half years. I use this thing to cut drywall. I use it for construction. Now, I don't pry with it and chip stuff with it, but I cut stuff with it, and I use it like a knife, and it's been doing me just fine. So, and it's kind of big, so compared to the you can see, compared to the Osborne, it's really big. So typically I don't carry this in smaller pocketed situations. Oh, and I almost forgot, we're talking about socks and shoes. There's one product that I've reviewed in the last almost 6 years now that literally changed my life for the better. And I'm talking about the Heal That Pain. I'm trying to hold this where it doesn't mess up the white balance. Heal That Pain foot inserts. Every single pair of shoes I wear has some sort of Heal That Pain insert in it. This is a gel insert. They have a full insole. You may or may not remember, but I had a really big problem with plantar fasciitis a couple of years ago, and I tried everything I could think of, and my feet just hurt all the time. And when I finally got connected with the folks at Heal That Pain, started wearing their inserts, and literally within a week or so, my feet quit hurting, and they have not hurt since. Now, I don't know if they would start hurting again if I quit wearing these inserts, but I'm not taking a chance, okay? So I would be remiss if I didn't mention these, because literally they are the one product that I have reviewed that I think that had the greatest impact in my overall quality of life. And I know that's saying a lot about some little heel inserts, but you let your feet start hurting really bad all the time, and then you see how much you will value some relief. So anyway, that's it. That's my current everyday carry system, if you will, for it's as of September of 2019, subject to change as always. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful. Once again, if you're interested, there will be links to most everything here in the video description, or there'll be a link on my website at the sponsors page, and you can go check it out. Check the current price and availability and all that stuff. So as always, thanks for watching Survival on Purpose. I put out a new video every Friday and Saturday, and sometimes random videos throughout the week. If you haven't subscribed, you can click down on the corner, click that little subscribe button, that little notification bell, and maybe YouTube will notify you when I put out a new video. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single video, you can subscribe to my weekly newsletter, where I'm going to post all the videos from the previous week, plus any deals or opportunities or cool news that I think you might find interesting. You can go to survivalonpurpose.com/subscribe. There'll be a link in the video description, or you can just click the little picture of the knife right down here and it'll take you there. So anyway, I really appreciate your support. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.